Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat pagi. I'd like to thank God Almighty. I'd like to thank Be International, amazing founders, RCCA Chris, Fred, RCCA TY Low, all my DCAs, DCA Dr. Augustine, Uncle Siva, DCA Yuva, Raj, DCA Gita, and thank you all my lovely wife Sumati, my daughter Cassia, and my son Calvin. And thank you everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, why BE? Why BE? When my daughter was 6 years old, there was one incident when she wanted Nasi Lemak. I took her to the Nasi Lemak stall, Mama stall, to buy Nasi Lemak. When I was purchasing it, she said, Pa, she was short. Pa, I want ayam goreng, fried chicken. I said, no, Cassie, keep quiet, no fried chicken. Pa, please, Pa, I want fried chicken, I said, because my pocket, I got 2 ringgit 50 cents only at that time. I couldn't afford a fried chicken for my daughter. I said no. Then I bought the Nasi Lemak biasa only for her. I came back. That particular one thing made a scar in my life, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of a father are you, Thuston? Can't even afford to buy a fried chicken for your daughter. So I did whatever I could. I did labor supply. I was an MC. I did event planning, I did transportation, insurance, you name it, I tried everything. I worked so hard, but I was putting my efforts on the wrong place. I couldn't get the breakthrough in my life until 24 years I waited, ladies and gentlemen. I received one invitation to a home party. I attended the home party. It was a home party in Klang, where first time I'm hearing BE International. Alura Pens, 139 marketing plan, the car fund and the house fund. I said, God has given me a second chance, I want to grab this. I immediately invested on Alura Pens, I tried on myself, it made transformation to myself. I lost weight, then together I did my own home party. I invited 10 people, only 2 came. Okay, and the 2 is sitting there as RCA now, Usha and Steven. Okay, so things started to roll, to move. I zeroized myself. I said, okay, that's it. I've suffered a lot. Now this is what God has given me. So I zeroized myself like a newborn baby. Control, alternate, delete myself. I refreshed myself from scratch. I learned everything. I followed my RCCA Chris. I followed Yuva to every appointment. I disturbed them a lot. You know, I learned from scratch. You know how I mastered 139? You know, RCCA Chris taught me 139. I recorded that. When I shower, I go to toilet, I mandi, I brush my teeth. I will play that again and again and again until I mastered 139. That's how I mastered that. After that, the review. My RCCA said every month got review, right? I never miss a review. April review, she said, all must do TikTok. I'm an alien to TikTok. So I did TikTok every day. I started to post 1 lakh. 30 days I did everything. 30 days, but no reply. After 1 month, I have 1 reply. 2. And then one by one, from May onwards, June, July, ladies and gentlemen, there was the breakthrough that I was looking for 24 years. It came to be true. From Sapphire, I jumped up to DCA in July alone. I got 3 walk-in, 1-day ambassadors in July alone, ladies and gentlemen. So in total, I got, I did this business family. I borrow power. I go to events, and also not only events. I try to go to HQ to borrow power from all the leaders. Okay, and then I make my income. It jumped up from 4 figures to 5 figures within 1 month. It was a breakthrough in my life. So, the family business, we did this as a family. That my touching moments when my RCA Usha, she qualified for Shanghai. We all cried together. That was a touching moment. The culture is different in BE. And then my daughter Cassie, she's a pastry chef. You know what? She go to work in the morning and come back very late in the night. So, what we did was, I said, okay, RCC Chris said, let's give her 4 months. Okay, let's try 1 year. She tried. Within 4 months, her income, the intern was a few hundred. It became 10 times more. Now she's my youngest ECA in my team. And I got, altogether, ladies and gentlemen, I produced 10 qualifiers to Tokyo. Next goal is to produce that. Okay, but I have, up to date, I got 1 ECA, 1 RCA, 1 Sapphire, 10 ambassadors under my network. Okay, so B is real, the product is real, 139 is real. God has given mankind a gift called BE. Please grab this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. தமிழ்ல சொல்றேன் கடவுள் கொடுத்த வரப்பிரசாதம் பி இன்டர்நேஷனல் ladies and gentlemen. தயவு செய்து விட்டுறாதீங்க நண்பர்களே. Please follow the system and your amazing leaders can never let you go. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, before I close, I would like to tell you, my mother, 16 years ago, my mother was very ill. She was very sick. She said, son, can you take me to medical center? I'm very sick. I need medical specialist doctor's attention. I said, Ma, I can't even afford 2 ringgit 50 cents fried chicken for my daughter, and you expect me to send you to medical center. I said, no, this is, Ma, you wait, okay? That's my parents, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Anthony, my father, and my mother, Irthi Mary. My father said, son, you go and search for financial freedom. I will wait, son. I will support you. He waited too long. My mother, she waited. She said, son, can you send me to medical center? I couldn't afford. I said, Ma, I couldn't afford to send you to medical center. I got no money. Wait, Ma, wait. I'll look for money and then I'll send you. I'll give you best treatment. Within few months, ladies and gentlemen, my mother passed away. She's no more. I didn't know that. I could wait for my success. I could wait for 24 years for my success, for a breakthrough to happen in my life. But my mother couldn't wait. My father couldn't wait. My father wanted to travel a lot of places, but I can't even afford to bring him to Cameron Highlands. He's no more today. Now I can. But my mother and my father is not around, ladies and gentlemen. So our success can wait. But what about our parents? What about our loved ones? Can they wait for our success? Can they afford to wait for our success, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think so. So BE is real. God has given BE as a second chance in our life. BE is for real, ladies and gentlemen. So don't afford to lose this opportunity that God has given. My mother was a wonderful lady. Every now and then that I could hear, she told me, son, please take me to the medical center. I couldn't give a good medical support to my mother. What kind of a son am I? The guilty is killing me, ladies and gentlemen. The guilty, this is a scar that will last forever. I regret for this moment. Don't let that regret happen to you also. So BE is international. This is the second chance that God has given us. Please grab it, utilize it. You see, there's an old Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The next best time is now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the top. I'm Thuston.